Hi, I'm Michelle Qureshi, and this is where I share God's glory through our stories. Make sure to take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you can follow along. Welcome to my new studio. Many of you who have followed for some time will see that this is a different background. I am trying something new. I was running into some barriers with only relying on natural lighting and always having to set up and take down where I vlogged. And so I have a setup that now I can just kind of put the camera on and go. So I'm trying that today. And I'm also trying this after a very full day. So this morning was an earlier morning where Ayah and I drove down to Galveston to have a photo shoot there for my Instagram. So those of you who don't know, I have joined Instagram, so please join me on there. I'm posting about 3 to 4 times, maybe even 5 times a week sometimes, and my captions are essentially insights and revelations and some kind of like devotional thoughts where it's another outlet for this ministry. So I'd love to see you there, and I'd love to show you guys these beach pictures. I'm so excited. So recently, Ayah has been dealing with some clinginess. Now, I mean, she's 4. A lot of kids go through these waves of separation anxiety. I mean, starting from quite early on, and it'll go up and down, but she was in the down phase, in the valley phase of just, I mean, it was harder to drop her off at preschool. Every night when I was putting her to bed, she would start to get teary-eyed and not want me to leave, and it was just, and it was like, okay, this is a phase. But then what really got to me was she started coming down to my room in the middle of the night, and with no other reason but, I want to be with you, mommy, because I miss you. Yes, there are times that we need to, when our kids are really distressed, and we need to cuddle them, we need to reassure them that someone is there. But this was, I don't know, as I prayed about it, I really felt like God was saying, the root of this is a fear of being alone. And so if I responded and met her desires to always be with her and maybe cuddle her and maybe fall asleep with her at night, if I met those desires, I would be avoiding the root issue. I was praying about, Lord, how can I put this into preschool perspective? How can I put this into preschool language? And what he led me to do was sit Ayah down and say, Ayah, okay, just 2 things I want you to think about. There are 2 things that I want you to memorize about God. 1, God is with you, always. So number 1, God is with you. And number 2, God is bigger than anything you're afraid of. And so we started this routine, and slowly but surely, she started taking that into her own heart. And now, the past few nights, what she's wanted to do after we brush teeth and I sing her a song, we read a story, and actually, as I'm leaving the room, she comes back to the door and she says, Mama, let's talk about what's true. And then we sit down right there outside the door, and I was like, okay, what's number 1? God is with me. And what's number 2? God is bigger than anything I'm afraid of. Okay, night-night, Mommy. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you can follow along. And if you feel in your heart that you would like to give towards these videos or towards what I'm doing on Instagram, you can do so at my Patreon page. And I'll see you again soon.